I know it is I, but I don't know it is Shantananda. The word Shanta is forgotten, my body is forgotten. I am only looking at one man whom I know it is I. So I am in that dream. I got 20 friends of mine. There is a puppy in my house. All these things I am able to see. But so inside the dream, I am a beggar. Even though I am a millionaire in my life, I am keeping 50,000 rupees cash in my pocket and sleeping. But during that dream I found I am a beggar. For 4 days nobody has given me food. I am weeping. Oh my Lord, can it be why? I don't know why God is so cruel to me. I have not got even food for 4 days. And the fellow has got so many rupees. And just now he had a big feast and he is now sleeping. So this is because of the ignorance that I am Shantananda, so he suffers. Similarly, this entire world, our entire life becomes a dream, and you are not aware who you are, and that is where the entire thing has come. So this type of ignorance which has caused the entire thing, that is simply called Karanadeha. I found a book by one Swami Yogeshwarananda. They have got one Yogashram in Rishikesh. There they have put a big figure. They have put here is Sushvadeha. Here this is called Karanadeha. Somewhere near the intestine he has put Karanadeha. I don't know whether avidya remains only in the intestines. So these are all there. But the fact is Karanadeha is not a deha. We only tell because that is there. Because the avidya is contained inside our entire body. Everywhere the avidya is there, it is occupying us. So deha means it is a container, that's all. So it is a container which contains avidya, he said, that's all. Because we are all inside the avidya. So you cannot think of something without the container, is it not? Even when you bring a solid thing like a barfi, you don't carry them in your hand, you put it in a box and then you bring it. So that's why we call it as a deha, that's all. So finally you should be able to see all these three things, and then they say, one day this deha has to go. One day the avidya, the ignorance also goes, even though it has not gone for me. There are so many people for whom it has gone. They are able to see God, they talk with them, or they have reached the highest stage, nothing affects them. You can even stab them with this thing, they remain unaffected. So they have reached that stage because they know that they are the Brahman. So like that to analyze it, and then they say, there is one who is looking at all these three. The one who is aware. How do I say I am now aware? That there is something called ignorance. Is it not? Otherwise, what do you say? You slept. After sleep you came up. When you came out, you said, I knew nothing at that time. I was sleeping. Somebody asked, see, everything fell down, there is a big earthquake. What is it? I knew nothing. So that is the basis of the ignorance. That is the karana sharira at that time. You are in your karana sharira. When you are asleep, see, when you are awake, you are aware of only your sthula sharira. The other two are also there. Because this sharira would not be imagined but for the avidya. You have imagined this because of the ignorance only. So, in the gross body, both the things are there, but only this gross body is visible, the rest two are invisible. Then when you go to sleep and then see the dreaming stage, so during the dreaming stage, this gross body you are not aware of. Right? And you are not aware of the ignorance. But you have created another world and you are enjoying that world and all that. So who enjoys? Because you are sitting at rest, but still you are walking there. So your hand is working, your feet is working there, and you are thinking. So your mind is working, you are looking at things, so the eye is working, so all the indriyas are all working, the mind is all working, but the indriyas are not working. So the shakti behind the indriyas, the energy behind the indriyas, the energy behind the mind, they are all very much there. That is called the Sushma Sharira. So that Sushma Sharira or the subtle body is visible during your dream stage. So you know that this is gross body is not the only one. I am able to talk during my dream. I was able to do everything there. I was able to eat and taste. So all these things were there. So there is a subtle body which contains all the energy essence of these senses of action and all that. That was there. So the gross body is visible in the waking state. The subtle body is visible in the dreaming state. And similarly, when you went to sleep, when you are absolutely asleep, then you are only ignorant of everything. There was nothing external, nothing was there. You didn't see the world. You are not aware of your body. So you are in complete ignorance of everything. When you got up, you said, I was not aware of anything which happened during the dream. So I didn't know anything. So that is the avidya. So the avidya was visible there only. So all these three are visible to us at one stage or another. So to make this distinction between all these three and say there is one between all these three, there is one person only. Otherwise, who is it that takes this body and goes there? So all these things are all subordinate officers. So for them all, there is somebody there who is controlling them, who is making the entire office go and all that. He has prepared the rules. According to the rules, these people are working. And that is called the Brahman. Like that, to make discriminate and say, this is not the Brahman. He is not my top boss. He is not my top boss. So like that, to say neti, neti, not this, not this. Not this doesn't mean saying this chair is not Brahman, this is not the one. See, this is the systematic way they have given us in philosophy, by which you try to ignore these things. We are only in three bodies. So you know these three bodies are these stages. Then who is it that who is above all these three things? Who is controlling all these three things? That has to be one. And that is the Brahman. Like that to go. Then you will know this Sthula Sharira, I need not bother about it. There is a big boss. If I know him, then all the three will be under my control. Now I am under their control. The moment this says, I am hungry, immediately you forget everything. You want to fill up your belly only. So you are dancing to the tune of the stomach. So we are dancing to the tune of so many things. I hear your music, immediately the mind says, that music is something very great, it's unique. I heard 20 years back. I want to go and find out that that cassette is available. So you are under its influence. So you are working under them now. So finally you will know even these they have got a higher boss. So if I go to the higher boss, I need not care for all these three. So this is called the Shariratraya Viveka. Similarly, this entire body has been divided into 5 different envelopes. We say the God has been kept inside somewhere. Over him there is a box, over him there is a different box, over him there is a different box. Like that there are 5 boxes. So the first box is, we think, what can be God? The first question was asked. He says, matter is God. That is called Annamaya Kosha. Anna doesn't mean food only. It means all matter. Matter, energy, we think there are 2 categories. One is Vastu, another is Urja. So we bring it under Vastu. The Vastu can be solid, ho sakta hai, liquid ho sakta hai, it can be gas, it can be liquid, it can be solid. So this is matter. While energy, it has got nothing to do with these traits of unlit. It is a separate thing altogether. So we have got 2. Sayeva Maya Aparimohita. So he is now going to do that thing. Then the other one is called Avastha Traya Viveka. That is discriminating between our 3 states, the waking state, the dreaming state and the sleeping state. There is only one person who is doing all these 3. Even though it looks different in your dream. See, now I am a beggar. In the dream I was a millionaire, I was a big businessman. But that businessman is the same fakir who is now sitting here. It is the same chap. And the chap who knew none of these that wasn't beautiful, saying, oh, Sukha Mahamavapsam, I slept very nicely and beautifully yesterday night. So who is telling that? So there was somebody there. When you were sleeping, there was somebody who was still watching, who was able to know all these things. So that is the one. So this is what is called looking inward. Looking inward means you analyze that I can't be the body, because the body goes away. According to the Shastras and Upanishads, Atma is always permanent. So this cannot be that. So like that, Avasthatri Viveka, I can't be the waking person alone. Then who is it who sleeps? Who is it that sees the dream? So I am vilakshan from all these things. I am unique. I am different from all these 3 things. I am only a Sakshi. somebody is there who is looking at you when you are awake, because you know I am awake. Somebody asks you, what are you doing now? I am just awake. Then who is it who is aware that he is awake? There is somebody else. So, somebody is aware, somebody is a sakshi, somebody is a witness, so he knows that I am awake. The same person is sure, when he came back, he says, oh, I dreamt. So you are not the one in the dream, you are the one who saw the dream. So you are the sakshi as the witness for the dream. So early in the morning when you got up, you said, oh, I slept so soundly, man. So who is that? He was looking at you, he was seeing that you were sleeping. So when you were sleeping, he was awake and looking at you. He was the witness. So that is called avasthatraya sakshi viveka. Discrimination between all the three states, and thus finding out the fourth person who was only a witness to all these things. And he is the only real person who only acted in all the three. That is there. So there are three types, two or three types. One is Panchakocha Viveka. The body is consisted of various boxes, as I said. So the first one is called Annamaya Kosha. So am I the matter? Am I the body only? No, I am not the body. Body is the matter. I am not the body. Because the body goes away, then what can it be? I could be the mind. Because next to the body is the mind. Then you find, you are looking at your mind, you are aware of the mind, then you can't be the mind. Mind cannot be the Atman. There is somebody above it who is there, because you know, I am thinking. So you are looking at the mind. I am not now thinking. I am thinking a bad thought. I am thinking about that. So you are the witness to all. So you are above it. So you cannot be the Manomaya Kosha. Then you say, see, I could be the Vijnanamaya Kosha, I could be the intellect. The intellect and mind are almost similar in their aspects. Only thing is the difference between Mano and Manas and Buddhi is, Manas is Sankalpa Vikalpa Atakam Manaha. What is mind? The mind is that which says, we should do this, we should not do this. It is just like a clerk in the office. When any letter comes from somewhere to the government office, the first it is the clerk who takes it. The clerk cannot take a decision. He can only put up the papers to the higher officer. He can only say, this is what he wants, these are the methods, either we may grant him because of these reasons, we may not grant him because of these reasons. So one is Sankalpa and Vikalpa. Vikalpa means the various alternatives. And I may not do this, I should not do this. Sankalpa is I should do this, I should do this. So the one who is simply thinking that this can be done, this can be done, he says, I will do it, he doesn't say. So that clerk is called the mind. Then the next person who sits above him take a decision. Now the mind simply sees, looks at a thing. He says, oh, this is Kalidas Bhai, this is water bottle. But it doesn't know it is water bottle. The mind through the eye, it just sees a figure. Now, the fact that it is a water bottle, based on the past precedents, the decision is given by the officer called Buddhi. It is the Buddhi which says, I know this is Ghada hai, this is water bottle, this is Kalidas Bhai. So it is the Buddhi taking from the Chitta, the archives, all the other things, then it gives the decision. It is the decisive authority likely. Nirnayatmika Buddhi. Nirnay karne wala, the one who takes the decision, that is called the Buddhi or intellect. So I cannot be the Buddhi. It is almost like the mind only. Because the Buddhi also, I am able to see my Buddhi. I say, oh, what a bad Buddhi, I have done a wrong thing, I shouldn't have thought like this. So you yourself are aware of it. So you are only the Sakshi, so you cannot be that. So this sort of doing that last is called Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha, actually, it consists of the petty joys. The joy you get when you take a gulab jamun. It's a good joy. But does it remain permanently? You have taken today and after 1 week you say, it's a long time, yeah, we should get some gulab jamun made today. So that means it gave you only for a few hours. Even after 2 hours you would like to have one more. When there is more space in the belly, you will say, hey, Is there anything left in the tin? You just to see. No, I brought 25. I think there should be one or two left. So, it doesn't give you permanent satisfaction. These joys, apart from that, the joys and other things you get by Sakara Swarupa. Supposing I am thinking of Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Chakra Gadavida and all that. So I am looking at him. I get a lot of pleasure when he comes and stands before me. It looks very well by going on thinking. That entire thing, Murti, becomes real. It is standing before me and I get a pleasure. So that is also a very good pleasure. So these are all the pleasures which belong to the Anandamaya Kosha. Actually, Anandamaya Kosha has been defined by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa as a veil through which you can see God. God is actually there and you are there. There is a very thin veil through which you can already see Him. So this Sakara Murti is actually the counterpart of that Nirakara only. So you are almost looking at Him. Only thing is, still there is an illusion left. But if you go up to that, afterwards you need not bother, then you will be taken finally to the other one. Because this veil cannot remain for long. This is a temporary veil. So long as you constantly look at it by your very look, it completely gets melted and ultimately you will find neither you are there nor the Vishnu are there. That which always has been forever, that Brahman alone was there as awareness, as existence and as Ananda. And that is the ultimate Ananda we get out of it. Sayeva Maya Aparimohitatma. So here he has taken the distinction between the three states, just he is only touching it, because the entire thing is a big process. If we want to know all these processes, that is called a Prakriya. We have got one Prakriya Grantha called Panchadishi, written by Vidyaranya. See, Vidyaranya was the name after he became a sannyasi. Aranya is one of the surnames, like Bharati, Saraswati, Puri, Giri, like that. Aranya is one of them. Aranya, Vana, so they are there. So he was known as Vidyaranya. His original name was, he was called as Sayanacharya. And Sayanacharya was the only one who wrote a Vyakhya for all the Vedas completely. There are others who have done it partly, like Mahidhara, Abhinava Gupta, some people have written, but they are all for part. The only standard ones which we have got is of Sayanacharya. Of course, people like Max Muller and others have all criticized, saying Sayanacharya is all Yaga and Yajna minded. He has interpreted everything in terms of the sacrificial destination. We have to do this sacrifice, that sacrifice, so this is reference to this sacrifice only. So in that way he has given, that's already each one has got his own. I wouldn't say that Max Muller has reached 1/4 of the stage of Sayanacharya. But still it is there. See, each one tries to approach by intellect. Ultimately through intellect you cannot approach. Somebody asked his Guru, Guruji, you are talking a lot for 1 hour. How to understand it? Because I get confused, some parts are in my mind, I don't know what actually you meant in total. He says, don't try to understand with your brain. All the sentences I told, you take them and shake, let all the words fall down. What is left is the essence. This is what he told. Finally. So, Sayeva Maya Aparimohitatma Shariramastha Ayakaroti Sarvam. So that Brahman, that ultimate being, he only takes this body as Shantananda, as Kalidas Bhai, as Swami Shantananda. All these rupas, these shariras are all taken by him. Why did he take them all? It was through Maya. That means it was an illusion. So what do you mean by Maya? See, people have been calling it as illusion. Illusion is a wrong word. But there is no better word for translation, unfortunately. See, everything is like this. If you translate it into English, you will not know the meaning at all in many of the cases. That is there. So, what is the word for which we are now? Illusion, Maya. You see, now I am showing that's a child sitting. Because I got a rubber band. आते और कुछ नहीं है ना. हाँ, हम देखो है नहीं. कहाँ गया? What does the child say? It knows only one word. It is a fact it was there originally, this man. It is a fact it is not seen now. The process, why it has disappeared, how it has disappeared, I do not know. So I will say magic, jadoo. So jadoo is a very common word. So we use a beautiful word called Maya, that's all. Maya is a dignified word. Who is the wing commander of the Air Force who drives the planes? Who is he? He is a dignified driver. But he drives there, he is called the Air Force commander. So similarly, we use the word Maya for something which happened. It is there. Yes, Brahman I am not able to see. I am seeing only this world. I know this is all false because it is all moving. So there has to be a base on which things can move. Things cannot move in the air. So everything should have, yes, substratum, one adhisthana on which only it can move. But I am finding only this. So how? I do not know. Why, if you are God, why are you not aware of it? If you are the Brahman, why are you not aware of it? I do not know. It is a fact I am the Brahman. It is a fact I now consider myself as a man. Why it had happened, there is nobody who can tell you. When you go there, when you become the Brahman, you find out, come and tell me, that's all. That is the only way. So, this position is called Maya. Maya means that which has happened, for which there is no explanation. That is called Maya. That's all. Sayeva Maya aparimohitatma. The mind of that is that Paramatma, it gets itself completely illusioned due to the effect of Maya. It's forgetting itself. It has become a man. Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. It has taken the form of a man. When once it has been born and then it has been called as Shantananda, he doesn't know anything about Brahman. So with this body he goes on doing, he eats, he goes to the office, he goes and gives lectures, he comes and sleeps, he reads some books. So all these things he is doing. This is the Jagrat Avastha. This is the waking state. Then, this is for everybody. So what does the common man do? Stri anna panadi vichitra bhogaihi. So during the Jagrat state, during the waking state, he is simply enjoying. What are the things he is enjoying? He is enjoying with women, he is enjoying with the various dishes, khana, pina, all these things. Then pana is drink, anna, anything which you drink is called pana. So it could be water, it could be milk, it could be bournvita. So by all these means, vichitra bhogaihi, various types, because we want variety. The mind wants variety. It is not satisfied with one bhoga or one enjoyment. See, various vividha chitra. So like that, he is having the bhogas. Sayeva jagrat paritripti meti. So during the waking state, it is highly contented by enjoying all these things. Oh, beautiful, that's all. So in the Jagra state, the Sthula Deha is easily satisfied with these things. So this is the Sthula Deha. Now the next one, he is going to just brief lectures. Then he is going to say about Sapna Deha and this Sushupti, where the Karana Deha comes. So in the next one he is going to say with this, we will stop today. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shishyati. Difficult to understand. It is much more difficult to explain. So we can only share our ajnana. Interchange our ajnana. That's all. See, everything is in ignorance. Everything is inside the Maya. Shastras are false. When Brahman alone is true, how the Shastras can be true? Shastras are false. The Guru is false. But then how do you attain with them? Then why then all the books say that you have it? Because we are in a hell. We have to get out. So in the hell itself, Bhagavan has kept several exit doors to get out. So that door is part of the hell. It is not outside the hell.
अभी तो हिंदी में ही बोलिए.
Oh, I'm sorry. वासना क्योंकि का वासना 50 साल का. So
भगवान ने exit doors within the hell.
हाँ. I've already told him, he knows it, that's why. Anyway. So the doors are inside the... See, the door is inside the room, it's not outside the room. So it's all inside only. But definitely it's not out of which you can go out. So similarly, he has kept the various Ishwaras. So by thinking of them, by doing pujas, by doing japas, by doing tapasya, you can also, it's one of the exit doors. The second exit door is the Guru. The third exit door is the Shastras. But all the three together are one exit door. If you open one, all the three will be open. So if you open Guru, Shastras are open, Ishwaras are open, you can get. So this is such type of exit doors that all the three are together. So you open one, you get the other. You open Ishvara, he gives you a Guru. You open the Guru, he gives you Ishvara. And as well as the Shastras. You open the Shastras, you will search for the Guru. So, ऐसा है. देखिए यहाँ से ये सब माया ही, शास्त्र भी माया है, गुरु भी माया है, साधु संत भी माया ही है. फिर माया के अंदर ही क्यों जाए? हम तो माया से बाहर जाना चाहते हैं. वो शास्त्र भी माया तो मैं क्यों शास्त्र पढ़ूं? यदि स्वामी जी भी माया हो, स्वामी जी के पास जाकर क्यों मैं 2 घंटा वेस्ट करूं? अब ऐसा है कि यदि हम नरक में बैठे हैं, नरक से बाहर निकलना है, सो नरक के लिए बाहर निकलने का एक दरवाजा है. जब अंदर आए एक दरवाजा होनी चाहिए बाहर जाने के लिए भी. सो वही दरवाजा है बाहर जाने के लिए भी. सो दरवाजा, your son is sitting on the stage. Supposing from down below he comes and says, Papa, you will not recognize him because you are wrong there. So it is all only, you are only acting.
Second word that we all are actor. He is playing the role. Direction and the producer. Just we are on the stage.
No, we
are playing the role.
It is he who is playing all the role. Amitabh Bachchan took 3 roles in one. He became the father, he became the first son, then dacoit.
He became a father, he became a son.
He became a son. Son was the dacoit, and he was the superintendent of police. He was going behind him, and
we are playing only role on the stage.
We are all playing role, and we only remain. There is nobody else.
But we are not free. The third is only his hand. We have done just like puppet.
You see, from one stage, what you say is right. From his stage, when you are working as a Ram, you are a puppet because Ramayana script likha hai, you can't take another dialogue. अब पंचवटी आए, सीता नहीं है, you have to weep. यदि आप कहें वो पत्नी नहीं है, अरे वाह, good riddance, तब सारे लोग पत्थर मारेंगे, वो रामायण देखने के लिए आएंगे. So in that sense you are a puppet, but you are not. You have willingly gone and you are doing the drama.
I am telling you my top word कि एक पूरी बॉडी में कोई चीज मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है, कोई भी पार्ट.
This is the only way is you be with that question. That question is being raised by him only in your form. So he has to answer it. He knows the answer. So the answer comes.
It will come.
It will come. It will not come to you. When the answer comes, only the answer will be there. You will not be there. The question will not be there. Nobody will be there. Only something will be there which always reminds us. And that is the
personal opinion. It's a personal opinion.
No, Ashtakar Gita mein hai ye. Yada naham tada moksha. When I am not there, then the moksha comes.
वो तो ये कहता न जाए ते मरियतवा कराचीनिया. भूतवा भवितवान हुए. मजोरित्यम शाश्वतम पुराण. ना नित्यन्यमानि शरीरे.
That is why.
So I am telling you.
See, what is does not. In the bulb is टूटने वाली है. पर बल्ब के अंदर जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है वो नहीं टूटती है. आप पत्थर मारो, वो is the bulb which dies, but not the electricity.
Good example. वहाँ एक और भी आगे लिखा है, अच्छेद्यो यम दाहो यम क्लेद्यो.
Exactly. If I stab, it is the bulb which will be there. उसमें जरा भी खरोच में नहीं पड़ेगा the electricity. Electricity तो अच्छेद्य है.
कान उसके बहना तो बैठी रहती है. वो तो वहाँ चलती रहेगी.
चलती रहेगी. इसी तरह ये भी चलती रहती है. You see, don't think it is simply one. That is why the Prakriti is called the dynamic force which is running everywhere. So what was Shantananda 1 minute back, it is not the Shantananda now, it has already gone to that bulb. Nobody knows. That is why the entire karma theory is given to you for your satisfaction. The one who did is somebody else. The one who gets the result is somebody else actually. See, बुद्ध देव के पास एक आदमी गया जो 20 साल से उनको सर्विस करता रहा, एक गृहस्थ आदमी जाकर उनको खूब गाली दिया, अरे ये जो मुंडन करके तुम्हारे पास बैठे हैं, you are given to them everything. Even 4 years old, he is sitting in samadhi, nothing has happened, I have spent a lot of money on you, I have fed you all so many times, you have not given anything on you. Like that, itna gali diya, he just was crying, but he was abusing him actually in his anger and went away. Buddha was quiet, absolutely. The next day morning, throughout night he couldn't sleep. The next day morning he again went. He told Buddha, you please excuse me, I am sorry in my anger, what all I told was wrong. Buddha laughed. The one to whom you गाली तुमने कल दिया था वो है नहीं अब somebody else is there. कल जिसने गाली दिया था वो भी नहीं है अब who is?
That's the best thing, example. वो भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है. That's a good example for the wisdom. I like it, but I can't understand to myself. So I am asking to you who I am.
When I don't know who I
am, so I can't say anything. If you have of them,
look here. गणेश जी का एक आदमी, for Ganesh, he was going on doing tapasya. Finally, after 15 years he came. He asked him, Bhagavan Ganesh, I only want a good ambassador car, you give it to me. He said, fool, if I were to give you an ambassador car, why am I running over a house? So, if I know who I am, then the question of sitting here never arose.
No, because you know that in last sentence of the